Hello, this video is purely for Keanu Reeves. It is not for anyone else. I'm trying to reach out to you, Keanu Reeves. I'm not a gold digger, I'm not a beauty queen, but I have a heart of gold, and I want you to understand me. I know you say in your videos that your soulmate can sit with you and not wonder if you love them, and not care when you're gone, and there can be silence, and you still love each other, and that's all great. But also, life is not black and white, there is gray. And I may have my drama, I'm fighting for my life here. I haven't been as successful as you are, although I've made accomplishments, and I deal with much abuse. But I have a heart full of love. I'm not a gold digger. I live in abundance and poverty. I live in abundance and abuse. And my mother is good. She's not just controlling. She's not just moody. I mean, we have good times together. She paid to fix my teeth, you know. She'll buy me a bottle of Chardonnay when I don't have money. She won't let me fix the house even though I'm an executor, and I won't force her to do things even though I could, because I didn't do that to my father either when I was his executor. Because I love. I don't take away adults' rights. Nobody's life is at risk. So she wants to live like this. I don't like it, but I don't make her do it. And you could be wrong about your total makeup, about love. There are exceptions to every rule. And yes, I'm an emotional girl. I'm on these hormones, and I'm a deep person. But I wouldn't spend my life with you, giving you problems, constantly worrying that you don't love me. I'm not going to do that. But I come from a background of abuse and tragedy and all these things that I fought out of. And I've put it in its place. I've not forgotten it. I've learned from it. And I am a mystic, realistic magic, not the kind you see in the movies. And I'm sure you're probably just like me because you play these parts. And I know as an actor, you must look into what it's like to practice these things, to meditate. You have to know your character because I've written books and I had to look into things. Like in my book, The Path, the acromegula that made the mountain lion a giant monster. Or in Lucius, I was the first one that wrote about sharks growing gigantic, attacking people in the sea, becoming monsters through mercury, and things that are natural. Or in my book, Boomsling, where a zookeeper accidentally infected a boomsling snake with elephant steroids, and it got in his house, which was made to be a mansion that was very secure. You couldn't break the windows, you couldn't get out. And then he himself was going insane among his friends. These are things that I've done to try to change my life. And then there's the singing and the music, and music still is my heart, and it still gets me through the worst of times, the aging, the being single, everything that I do. This is an impossible dream, getting you to love me. I'm no beauty queen. You know, I'm taking medication to grow my hair back because that guy pulled a chunk of hair and skin out of the back of my head, and then I lost hair from the stress of being beaten on life for dead, and I lost hair from battling the government and the powers that be for what I have now. I deserve compensation. I'm turning 58 March the 21st, and I'm still single. And if I can have anybody, it has to be you. Has to be you. I deserve that. If I can't have that, then forget it. I will just love me and I will survive in poverty with abundance in my heart. And I will dress like a queen. I've been flat broke before in this jewelry, in these nice clothes. Like after I was beaten and left for dead, and there was no job, and there was no money, and there was my dad. But I still dress like this, so I can be homeless on the street, living in a homeless shelter, with what I have on my back until somebody rips it off me. I believe I'm strong enough to do that. I've been through everything. Everything in this world, by God, I've been through everything. And I have, by God, survived it. Yes. Yes, I have. And I'm sad right now because I want this operation to be finished. I have breast, I have all female hormones. I've waited my whole life for this. And for me, in particular, I was born with both genders. And when my mother took me to the doctors when I was 3 and I told her I'd rather be a girl, uh, all the psychology I went through, and I was told about Christine Jorgensen, and I read her books, and how she didn't actually get uh, the sex change till she was in her 50s. And that's when it happened for me because I tried to be straight, I tried to be gay, I tried all these different things because I knew I would never have the money to do this. But Gretchen Whitmar made these laws in Michigan, and finally, the insurance that I worked for pays for this. And although I'm in my 50s, and I think this started, 3 years ago? Why not? Pray for vitality. Pray that I am beautiful to the men that I desire, and pray that I will get the very best out there, and that would be you, Keanu Reeves. But I don't know. I suspect because you loved River Phoenix, there was something more there as a shaman than what people know. But I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that. So I suspect that you're bi. You're not just heterosexual. So a transgender woman should be very desirable to you. But of course, again, my beauty is inside. I am the spice of your life. My emotions, my drama should turn you on, not off. And you are the boss. You can tell me, I want you to stop doing that. And I will. And stick by me. Don't just turn away from me because I'm spicy. Because I have been made this way. And I have let go of the past and accepted who I am without shame. I wanted to be, a famous person like you, and I made my fame and I did my shows, Jerry Lewis telethons, raised money for veterans who needed a kidney, veterans who had cancer, raised money for infants with AIDS, sung with Jesse Coulter and Waylon Jennings in front of thousands of people with just very little room on stage. And I had on a black and white western shirt like Patsy Cline would wear, and Mary Kay makeup, which melted all over my outfit. But I was singing my butt off at that show. B93 radio announces was there and everything. And I did my best. Yes, and that was in South Bend, Indiana at Rainbow Hall. But anyway, I look awful today. My mom just did my hair. Like I said, she does good things. She gave me this braid in my hair. I don't know if you can even see it because she left a lot of hair like a ponytail back here. But you cut your suit to fit your cloth, and this is me. What can I say? So I'm going for the platinum, which is you, and I'm not going for your money or your fame. I'm going for your hunkiness and your heart. But there are millions of beautiful young women that would have you, but what are they having you for? Are they having you for you? Or are they having you for this. Possibly they could have you for you, and I can't compete. And you do have that manly side, but I just wanted you to know who I am with my drama and my tears. And I am trying to improve, and God is speaking to me spiritually in my feed through tarot readers, through psychics. It comes up all the time for me, and it is just like what my life is, so He must be talking to me. And I'm thankful every day that God loves me despite anything in my life, any mistakes I've made. That itself is a great gift. But time is passing. You're 61. I'm 57, going on 58, March the 21st. And you're my last hope. Because I think if this time doesn't work out, I'm going to have to just love me and just live in that character of surviving alone. But I will be a woman. I will fight and I will change and I will be what was robbed of me as a child by bigoted, Bible thumping adults. Yes, I will have that much. I have my nails, I have my jewelry, and I live in abundance right here in the middle of poverty and abuse. And I will not give up. Blessings to you, Keanu Reeves, for I know your life has not been easy either.